Okay, bear with me on this one because there is a lot to unpack with this video, but everything started with the official Ready Player 2 account on Twitter tweeting out just a couple of days ago, exciting Ready Player 2 news coming tomorrow, hashtag Ready Player 2, and the thing is, obviously, from that tweet alone, nobody could have guessed that it would be something to do with Roblox, except for the fact that a day later, Roblox quote retweeted that tweet and said, looks like the Oasis and the Metaverse will converge again tomorrow morning. And obviously, with that news, with Roblox officially retweeting that, basically confirming that it was going to be something to do with Roblox, everybody started getting very hyped for this. A lot of people thought that maybe this would be a movie trailer or maybe even a second part to the Ready Player 2 event. And so with that alone, with that news alone, I wasn't invested in this at all, mainly because I didn't get to participate in the Ready Player 2 event because not only was I not home for most of it, but also I had less of an interest in that event than I did with the Ready Player 1 event, but it's fine if people liked it, because a lot of people did like it, but the Ready Player 2 account replied to Roblox and said, see you all at 9 AM EST in the Ready Player 2 hub on Roblox for the first look at something awesome. And so, like, with all of these eyes emojis, with all of this hyping up around it, a lot of people were very excited for this, but I have to say that it ended yesterday, like the whole thing took place yesterday, and it ended up with every single person being extremely disappointed with this. And I mean, we can get into the reasons why, but I have to say right off the bat that the RTC covered absolutely everything about this, so thank you to our friends over at RTC, because one more time, I wasn't invested in this at all, so I had no idea what was going on until my brother came to me and was like, you know, Ready Player 2 are doing something on Roblox in like 20 minutes. So it started, I mean, the RTC, they were also tweeting about this, like live tweeting about this whilst it was happening, and then even 1 hour before they started tweeting about it as well, and everybody was so incredibly excited about this. Like, they were hyping this up insane amounts. Not just the RTC getting everybody hyped for this, but literally Roblox themselves, and then also the Ready Player 2 account themselves. They were getting everybody so excited for this, and it was just basically setting them up for the disappointment, because once the time that they had scheduled rolled around, the Ready Player 2 hub game updated, and you know, everybody was so excited they started joining the game to see what this new update was, and nobody could really find anything until they looked over at this wall, and on the wall it said publishing 11/9. So considering the 11th of September has already passed, I'm going to assume that this is an American date, and that means the 9th of November. And that little publishing 11/9 stuck on the wall. That was the entire update of the game, and that was the entire announcement that Roblox had been talking about and the Ready Player 2 account had also been talking about. So everybody got hyped up for the reveal of a paperback version of the book that has already been released. It's the same book, but they're releasing it with a different cover. That's what all the hype was about. They got everybody excited, they got everybody's hopes up for the re-release, I guess, of the same exact book that people have already read through, but with a different cover, which is fine. I mean, people who enjoyed the book probably got very excited to see that the book was being released once again with a new cover, because the cover does look incredible, but they hyped up Roblox players, like people who had gone through so much with participating in the Ready Player 2 event to update the game and get them extra excited only for them to join, see that it was just about the release of a different cover version of the book, and can you imagine the disappointment hitting these people the second they join and see that there was not really an update? Because why did they update the Roblox game? To tell everybody that they're releasing the book again but with a different cover. What does that have to do with Roblox? And what does, like, obviously if Roblox themselves are saying, hey look, get excited for tomorrow because we're doing something with Ready Player 2 again, only for it to be absolutely nothing to do with Roblox and absolutely nothing to do with the Ready Player 2 event. And so the RTC posted, literally, like 13 minutes after the announcement was posted, they put out a poll, said, was the Ready Player 2 announcement exciting? The final results include 16% of people voted yes, 23% of people voted what was it, and then 20% of people voted did not attend. But the winning answer with pretty much 40% was no. Was the Ready Player 2 announcement exciting? No. That was the answer. No. The majority of people voted no. As well as the 40% of people voting no, if you also consider the people who had no idea what was going on and also the people who didn't attend, that means that leaves a very, very little amount of people who actually voted yes. So no, this overall was a very big disappointment to a lot of people. And I don't know, I feel like, obviously because they have been hyping this up for the last 2 days, that gave people a lot of time to theorize and a lot of time to build up their excitement for this. And so their disappointment is incredibly understandable. Like, very understandable. Obviously, I wasn't participating in this myself. I didn't even participate in the first event, but I can still sit here and tell you that I understand why these people are so upset. And so, obviously, they were giving out their negative opinions, I suppose, and here's where things get interesting, because the official Ready Player 2 account on Twitter started hiding all of the replies of people mentioning how they didn't like this announcement, or if this one person posted a sad face emoji, just nothing more than a sad face emoji, and the reply was hidden by Ready Player 2. So anything with even like a teeny tiny hint of negativity in it, they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want that in the replies on their tweet. So they are purposely hiding every bad opinion about their announcement, I would imagine, with the sole intention of keeping everyone's positive opinions in plain sight for everyone to see. Like, they don't want people to think that the majority of people found this very disappointing, which is the reality. Update: Ready Player 2 is now hiding replies, disappointed and more by the Roblox announcement underneath their tweet as an attempt to cover up the disappointment from the Roblox community's excitement from the announcement. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, if you go into the hidden replies on that tweet, which is, I still don't understand why Twitter have done that. They've given people the ability to hide replies on their tweet, but it kind of just highlights the replies, if anything, because there is a big button in the corner of the tweet that allows you to see every reply that has been hidden, and you can still like the replies, you can still retweet the replies, you can still reply to those replies. So they're less hidden, more highlighted, so I don't understand, but still. So somebody in the replies said that they were hoping for a movie trailer, which is fine. Like, they literally didn't say anything even close to being negative. They were just saying what they thought the announcement was going to be. And then somebody replied to that reply and said same, and you wouldn't believe that the Ready Player 2 account hid the reply that said same. Like, this one word reply says same, and it got hidden by Ready Player 2. But yeah, you could literally scroll through. There is probably thousands of replies in that little hidden replies box, and just, they are not giving anyone the chance to say anything even slightly bad about this announcement, which is absolutely not the correct way to take criticism. I still, like I said, I think the book cover is great, and people who enjoyed the book are probably extremely excited to see something like this get released. Like, if I enjoyed a book and then they released the same book but with a different cover, I would also be very excited. But the fact that they hyped up a whole community of people who have basically nothing to do with the announcement, that's probably where all the disappointment is coming from, and the fact that they are now blocking people for that and also hiding the replies for that, it kind of adds to the disappointment, I would imagine. I just don't understand why they are hiding all of these replies with people criticizing them, people who aren't even saying anything even remotely bad. They are hiding the replies, they are blocking these people for basically no reason. I don't know, that's just my opinion as somebody on the outside, somebody who didn't even participate slightly in the Ready Player 2 event, and then also someone who had no idea that this announcement was a thing until after it happened. So, one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. What am I guessing? Oh, the Ready Player 2 hyping up a very important announcement, only for it to end up being very, very disappointing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.